Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Kyra, and today's video is going to be the number 3 installment on my top 10 horror list, and that's the 1980 classic, The Fog. Not that remake that they did. Gosh, that movie is terrible. Don't ever watch that, but I definitely suggest that everybody should watch this movie, the original movie, The Fog. Stars Jamie Lee Curtis as this like small town drifter girl that comes through town, and this town it's a beachfront little city, and it's cursed, and every 100 years this fog bank rolls in, and it brings these cursed pirates that were lepers 100 years ago that were done wrong by the founders of this town. And now they come back every 100 years and kill the people that are related to the people that cursed them in the first place. It sounds a little convoluted, but it's not. It's a very simple film. The fog rolls in, and it starts hitting the fan. They start killing anybody that comes into the fog. And there's a couple of scenes that just really are disturbing, and it's one that's in the very beginning of the movie where this ship's out at sea and the fog is coming in, and the ghost pirates, come on board to their ship, and this one guy, he's looking up at this person, and he gets stabbed in the eyes with a sword, a rapier. Stabs him right in the eyes, and you don't see it, but you hear it, and the sounds still haunt me to this day. But there's another cool scene. It's not really a scary scene, but it's my favorite scene, I could say, in all of film horror, and that's when the fog bank rolls up on this house, and little kid's being watched by his grandmother, and the fog is surrounding their house, and the little kid, the grandmother is telling him, go to bed, and he's like peering out his window, Mrs. Culbrit's, and she's at the door, opens the door, and the fog is enveloping the doorway, and you can't see anything through it because there's like a bright light, and it's like glowing fog. And she turns around, to tell him to get back to bed, and then he shuts the door. Then right then, like arms come out of the fog, and it's like the sound effects just all of a sudden and grab her, and then you see hooks come out of the fog and back into the fog, but you don't see them killing her, but you hear it, and that to me is still disturbing. And this is a movie that I rewatch on a constant basis because it's definitely one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Real creepy effects, and it's the sound effects from the movies from the 80s, and this is actually Jamie Lee Curtis's second movie. She did this right after Halloween, the original, and it has that same feel as Halloween. It's a John Carpenter film, and it's amazing. Just do yourself a favor. If you're a fan of horror and you haven't seen the original The Fog, give it a chance. You will definitely like it. And it has one of those cool endings that, if you know from my previous reviews, that I love not so happy endings. I like endings that are different than the norm. And this one has one. So anyway, guys, what you think of The Fog? Have you seen it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And always, guys, remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping.